playoff games following the loss. That's the longest streak by any team since LeBron's Heat squad from 2012 to 2014. Here's Mitch Johnson, who's running out of point guards.
You know, obviously this team is as good as anybody at turning you over. So when you're down some of your primary creators and initiators, it causes a little bit of an extra strain, whether that's who to play, what to run, et cetera, et cetera. And we'll just have to be sharper in that area because it's tough, fully loaded against these guys. So we obviously 27 points off turnovers is not a winning formula.
See somebody go out mid-game kind of gives you a little bit more, motivation to kind of do it for them. But I feel like coming into the game, we kind of had the same mindset, with Fox out. So, obviously, one person can't make up for what Fox or, somebody else can't make up for what, Dale brings for us. So, just trying to do it as a team.
What I mean is straight effort is, like the tactics, we all know it by heart, but we have to, doesn't mean it's easy, and we have to work through it.
We're joined now by Stephen A. Hey, Stephen A., we saw Mark Daigneault make some chess moves. He had Isaiah Hartenstein leaning on Wemby all night, held him to about half of what he had in game one. And then SGA comes through with 30 points, 50% shooting from the floor. What did you see out of the back-to-back MVP in game two?
Well, you needed to see the level of aggression that he showed. The fact is that he hasn't been himself. He's been the league MVP, averaging over 30 points over the last 4 seasons, particularly the last 2. He's been an unstoppable force, Mr. Mid-range himself, can hit the 3 when necessary, definitely can finish with the basket. You didn't see that level of efficiency and that level of aggression, particularly in game 1. He came out tonight looking for his shot, recognizing the urgency of the moment, because had Oklahoma City fallen down 0-2 in this series, it's over. You're not coming back from that and beating this particular San Antonio Spurs team led by this particular alien named Victor Wembanyama. You're not coming back from an 0-2 deficit, having to win 4 or 5 games, and the first 2 of them was going to be in San Antonio. That was not going to work out. So they needed to win this game. They needed to be led by the league MVP, and sure enough, that's exactly what he did tonight, scoring 15 points in each half, only attempting 6 free throws, so hitting most of his shots from the field, obviously holding on to the ball, not turning it over and things of that nature. He was efficient tonight. He was the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander we all know and love.
Well, and Stephen A., as you just mentioned, that 0-2 deficit would be a hard hole to dig out of, but the Thunder did win game 2. So how do you like this Oklahoma City team as the series moves to San Antonio?
Well, it's still tough because San Antonio won't go away. They're just tough. Victor Wembanyama is who he is. He had 4 blocks tonight, 21.17 rebounds. But when you take into account Stephon Castle, everybody's looking at the amount of turnovers, 11 in one game, 9 in another. That's 20 turnovers in 2 games. That is not good at all. But he's not really your point guard. De'Aaron Fox is your point guard. And you've got to believe that De'Aaron Fox eventually will show his face in this series and he'll be able to work through that ankle injury he's suffering from. But Stephon Castle is not necessarily your quintessential point guard. He's an off guard, real big, very, very strong, pushes people around, stout defender, rough and tumble, really goes after it. Had 25 points and was pretty difficult to stop. And then you see some of the other pieces that they have. Champagnie, obviously, is a big deal. You've got to pay attention to him. You got to pay attention to Keldon Johnson coming off the bench to reign the 6th man of the year and what he brings to the table. They've got size, they've got athleticism, and they are tough. They're not backing down. Oklahoma seems to know this, having lost 5 of 6 to San Antonio coming into this game. But if Shea Butter answers the call the way that he did, and the strategy of having Hartenstein leaning on Victor Wembanyama and putting a body on him and getting away with it as much as he did in game 2, then the chances for OKC obviously drastically improve for them to at least steal 1 game.
Hey, this was a consequential game in another respect, and that's that there were 2 key injuries in this game, one for each side. OKC lost J-Dub again with a hamstring injury. We don't know the severity of that. And then Dylan Harper left as well, Stephen A. Bigger hit to which team if those guys can't play?
It's really tough to call because I walked into this series believing that J-Dub had to be available for Oklahoma City in order for them to win this series. But Harper, look at the way he played in game 1, 24, 11, and 7, if I remember correctly. And then to be the kind of player that he is, again, you see the other guys coming off the bench and producing for San Antonio, and you know they've got some bodies. But does that compare to Wallace and McCain and Mitchell and these guys coming off the bench for Oklahoma City in the absence of Jalen Williams? I think that gives Oklahoma City a slight edge in this series against San Antonio. I think Harper's a bigger loss, and that would facilitate Oklahoma City being able to steal one of these games 3 or 4.
Spurs and Thunder with a game apiece. Game 3 Friday in San Antonio. Stephen A. Smith thinks this is all.
You enough. All of this is possible again, thanks to you. Well, one. That's what we have, guys. Headed back to San Antonio. 122 to 113. Stephon Castle has the most turnovers over any 2-game stretch in NBA postseason history. He has 20. We know how James Harden has turned the ball over in his playoff career. At no 2 games in James Harden's NBA career has he had this many turnovers in 2 consecutive games. Cade Cunningham is on that list with 17. LeBron James also has 17. 2 games in NBA history, this man has 20 turnovers. And Joe, I'm going to turn it over to you. He's killing them with his turnovers. He's got to do a better job protecting the basketball. Take off, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. Castle definitely has to. I mean, he's averaging 10 turnovers a game, in the past couple games. But Uncle Ocho, we gotta take something into account here. The man ain't but 21 years old, bro. His second year in this NBA league, he's playing in the postseason in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, he has to tighten that up. But outside of them damn turnovers, hey man,
they win the game, Joe.
Yeah. I'm saying they probably would if he don't turn over as much, but he playing some damn good ball. I like his aggressiveness that he has on offense and defense. Uncle Ocho, I mean, my God, he came through the lane off them 2 feet. When we talk about them 2-foot jumpers,
You let him get to the launch pad, it's over.
he put that boy in the rim. But all ain't bad for San Antonio. What is going to hurt him is, can Harper come back? How significant is this injury that Harper has? Because he's a big part of what they do. I know he's just a rookie, but hell, man, them 2 guys at the 1 and 2, they've gave OKC hell, in these first couple games.
I can offset that if I get De'Aaron Fox back. The question is J-Dub and a Jay Mitchell.
Yeah,
that is going to be the issue, Joe, because you saw J-Dub got ice on the back. That ain't a good sign.
I think he done.
You saw a Jay Mitchell go out of the ball game. Now they're already thin, so now you dig deeper into your bench. If you get De'Aaron Fox back, you says, okay, I'm cool. I can weather the storm. I don't know without J-Dub and out Mitchell if that I'm going to be able to wallet. And look, you got Caruso, and Caruso has played unbelievable. Crazy. He's been out of his damn mind shooting the 3-point ball, and we know he can play defense. But Joe, is that every time they get close, Castle turn it over. Look at points off a turnover that he created.
Yeah.
For the Thunder. He's got to do a better job of that. He's too good of a player. And then some of them are just, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And go ahead, Ocho. I'll go after you. Go ahead, Ocho.
I was going to say those turnovers, especially in the first half. I mean, it was alarming at the rate he was turning the ball over. But I think at times it's overlooked as opposed to the way we mentioned James Harden and the fact that he turns the ball over so much, but he's giving you nothing on the offensive end. And with Castle being so aggressive on both ends of the goddamn court, it's kind of overlooked. But in hindsight, if you look at it, you take some of those turnovers away. If you got 20 in the last 2 games, you take some of those away, even though you were able to win the last game. I think the game and the result is a little different if he handles it a little bit more careful with the ball in this game tonight.
There's no question about it. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I agree. But this is why I say in this Western Conference Finals, this is why I say, man, they're going to beat each other up so damn bad that hell, whoever gets to the finals, you just got to hope they're healthy, bro. You know what I mean? Because look how many times your top guys from Shai to Wemby, Castle, these guys hit the floor so much, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they out there competing at the highest level. I love it. But I just feel like the game is so intense, and you can see it, bro. Every play, every possession, you have to value it. Look at OKC bench. Look at OKC bench, Uncle Ocho. 17 from Caruso, 12 from McCain, 10 from Mitchell, 12 from Wallace. This is where you win the
Hey,
game, at, fellas. You need a lot. You don't need no one guy to be spectacular. You just need a
Right.
bunch of guys to chip in and some way somehow try to get a win. But I thought the Thunder were a more desperate team tonight. You could see it from the jump.
Hey, when you think about this game, right?
Go ahead.
The way these boys playing, really aggressive. Everybody on the goddamn floor, they scrambling for every ball. They
Man.
crashing the boards like crazy, like they life depending on it. What is the best boxing match you ever seen in life? The best. Just think about it. The best box.
Yeah.
They team up by 12. Next thing you know, we got a tie ball game.
Yeah. Yeah.
One team goes down, they come right back. They're not going anywhere. If they value the basketball, let's just say for the sake of argument, one team had 21 turnovers, the other team had 9. If I just say for the sake of argument, I say, okay, 13. Instead of 21, you got 13 turnovers. Joe, they win this game.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
They win this game. And it took because think about it. It took a Herculean effort from Wemby to overcome the 10 turnovers.
Yeah.
So he played phenomenal. And he can just do things no other NBA player has ever been able to do. And I'm not so sure he should be able to do it. How the hell you lay the ball up on one side, miss it, and come back and dunk it on the damn other side? What the hell is that about?
Hey,
come on, Joe. Ain't what you're supposed to be able to do.
bro, listen. That's why I say in real time, man, we watching a transcending player, somebody who's gonna change the trajectory of the game, bro. Like a lot of people may not really see it right now, but of course it's kind of hard not to. I mean, he got so much with that length, bro. The way he shot block, he had 4 blocks tonight, but hell, we all know they driving in there. They ain't even looking at the damn rim. They like, hold on, nah. Let me see who I can get the damn ball to, because they don't want to even try to shoot over him. I thought Hartenstein played great with his
some
thrust.
great minutes tonight.
Yeah. Hey, doing a lot of the veteran stuff, hooking him, holding him a little bit. A lot of stuff that the ref can't see. Ref can't see all that. You know what I mean? So the physicality that OKC came out with, I thought was tremendous, bro. But for Shai to really be effective, he's really gonna have to show why he's the MVP. I thought he played pretty good tonight. But Uncle Ocho, he's got to take and he's got to make tough shots, bro. He gonna have to take and make tough shots. They just got too much attention on him. Even when he started to make a couple, you see they started to double him. You know what I mean? Make him a passer. So he got to take when he sees
Cleveland,
those.
y'all see that?
When he sees those little creases and those opportunities, he got to take them, bro. And a lot of them shots gonna be tough, but he's capable of making them.
Hey, Joe, you said something very interesting. You say Hartenstein is doing some stuff. He's grabbing him, clutching him, and the refs can't see that. They can't see that in OKC. They'll see that in San Antonio. It's amazing how the eyes get clear once they get to San Antonio.
Hey, Hartenstein was nice tonight, Joe.
On the glass. You see how many second chance opportunities?
I was just gonna say that. Not only the second chance opportunities, right? But he was so effective all during the game. He gave you 10, but what he meant to this game for them to win, it don't even show up in the box score. It don't even show up in the box score. So I mean, the second chance points, him rebounding, defensively. I mean, a dude, for someone that can't move, he can't move. Completely, Hartenstein, completely different from Wemby. Completely different. He played one hell of a goddamn game tonight, and he fits so perfect with what they want to do over there in OKC. It's pretty dope.
Okay, hey, listen. When you listen to him, he said in the first game they just kind of let Wemby kind of roam around, do what he wanted. Hell, they kept a body on his ass. They kept chugging him tonight. I seen him complain to the ref a time or two. So that's when you know you doing your damn job.
They was being physical out past the damn 3-point line, Joe. I saw Chet trying to lean on him. I saw Hartenstein trying to lean on him outside the damn 3-point line. They're not even letting him get inside the 3 line before they're physical and touching him up.
You got to.
When asked about the impact of moving Hartenstein on the Wemby, SGA answered, "I'm not sure if it was good, to be honest." Bill Simmons tweeted, I didn't think Hartenstein would be playable in this series, but if he's going to be allowed to maul and grab Wemby like on every play, he should play 48 minutes, which is hilarious. SGA, you're the 2-time MVP, and you know more basketball than I ever know. The only reason that you're not down 0-2 is because of what Hartenstein was able to do and keep Wemby off the glass and do all the things that he was able to do. He gave you 10 points and he gave you valuable minutes, because there are a lot of times when you got Caruso or you got Dort on him, he was going over there back, getting the rebound and putting it back in. So when you go back and look at this film, which I'm sure you would, and I look, the emotion of the game, and I don't know if you really heard the question of what she was asking, but the reason why you're not down 0-2, you played extremely well, but Hartenstein did an unbelievable job. If you can believe 21 and 17 with 4 blocks is doing an unbelievable job. It is, considering that he had 41 and 24 and 4 blocks the other night. You think about what you held him to.
Yeah.
20 points fewer and 7 fewer rebounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, I like that small lineup that OKC plays where Wemby has to be. See, when Hartenstein in there, he ain't really got a guard Hartenstein. I mean, yeah, he made some floaters. I like his touch that he got around the basket. Okay, Ocho. But for the most part, he's still able to kind of linger around and be that free safety, you know what I mean, to where I could just kind of seek everybody out. But when you put Caruso in and they had to stretch that floor and he got to guard a shooter, the game changes tremendously, bro. But like you say, you have to do your work early with Wemby, bro. Like, I'm talking about catch him chugging, make him fight you all the way down to that low block. Because, see, from 10 feet and in, it's always going to be his advantage. But if you catch him 20, 17 feet outside, man, you got a great chance. You just got to hope he missed. But you let him catch it within 10 feet of that basket, shit, your ass in trouble.
Well, the problem is, they're going to set all this stuff that they were doing that they didn't call tonight. They're going to turn that into the league, Joe. Now, the officials in the next game, the NBA is going to tell them to be watching this.
Yeah.
And so the question is, if they call it, now it's going to be a different ball game. Plus, he's able to set more solid screens than Chet. Chet played okay tonight. They did a great job, and Chet got a couple of points late in the ball game that kept him in front. But I thought the turnovers, because they were down 1, and then all of a sudden they go 2-3 turnovers back to back, and they'd hit back to back threes. It wasn't like a 3 and a 2. They'd hit back to back threes.